Hello and welcome to Flowing with Angels. Thank you so much for joining me for this timeless tarot and oracle card reading. The question that we are asking the angels today is: what are your special gifts? What talents have you developed during the course of your life so far? And how do these talents benefit you as well as other people? This is a timeless reading for the collective, so whenever you come across it, you can trust that there will be some resonating guidance from the angels for you here. If you would like a personal angel reading, please feel free to visit my website flowingwithangels.com, where you can find more information as well as my contact details. Thank you so much for all of your love and support for this channel, and let's start with the reading. The first card and the two runes represent the overall energy for our question. This card is called Shapeshifter, and its keywords are transformation, primal wisdom, and instinct. This primal wisdom and instinct are unique to you. It is your inherent wisdom that has been laying dormant within you, but is now resurfacing and revealing itself to you. It will form the basis of a transformation that you are destined to go through in this lifetime, or that you are already going through right now. The woman in this card is wearing an owl's mask. The owl is of course the symbol of wisdom, intuition, and knowledge. The mask suggests that some of you are not yet familiar with the depth of your own wisdom, but I feel like you have already come a long way and that it becomes more and more clear to you. And not only that, you are beginning to trust your own wisdom. For others of you, it may also be that you have been hiding your wisdom, not sharing it with the world, because it might not have been understood or appreciated by the people close to you. Your view on the world, and in particular your understanding of the underlying meaning of things, might have been very different from that of your peers or your family and friends. The card indicates that this wisdom is like an owl's wisdom, which means that you also possess the ability or gift to unmask deception, to look beneath the surface of appearances, whether this involves people or situations. And when we look at the woman's eyes, we see that they are owl-like, sharp and focused, which means that you possess a heightened perception of reality. You are not easily fooled by appearances or stories. You intuitively feel the underlying energies, and those energies will never lie. They always tell you the truth. The woman is looking over her shoulder, but it feels like she's about to turn around and face us head-on, which can happen at any moment. This turning around is the transformation that you are going through right now. You have only seen and shown a fragment of your potential, and soon you will be seen in your full glory and wisdom. You are ready to fully take your rightful place in this world as your own unique self. As a shapeshifter, you might have kept yourself hidden from the world, adjusting to the will of others or adapting to various circumstances beyond your control. This has made you agile and flexible in your ways, and it also means that you have seen and lived through a lot of stuff, and therefore you understand where other people are coming from. You can sense their pain and their insecurities, and you can also see through their behavioral, protective, and survival patterns. In the past, you may have tried to be all things to all people, with a people-pleasing tendency, but I think that those days are over. Your energy feels stronger and more determined, and you now use your shapeshifter qualities for a higher purpose. In a spiritual sense, a shapeshifter is someone who steps in to help and heal others from the spiritual realms. But in this case, I think it is your connection to the spiritual realms and your own spiritual journey and discoveries that enables you to do so. Let's take a look at the runes now. The upper rune is called Wunyo, and it is a beautiful rune of happiness and joy. It indicates that the energy is flowing and that balance is restored for you, which allows blessings to come in and your wishes to come true. You have shapeshifted, so to speak, into a true version of yourself. You have metaphorically turned around and faced inner and outer darkness, transforming them into light and into new beginnings. This transformation is an inner transformation of purification of lower ego-based ways of being into more conscious and higher states of being. This is your gift of transformation. No matter how dark the darkness has been for you, you have brought light to it. And now a time of reward, celebration, and fulfillment is coming for you soon. The Wunyo rune has a strong element of connection to it, a connection to a soul family, your tribe, who you will attract by being authentic, joyous, and open, and most of all proud of who you are and have become. The second rune that the angels have shown you is called Otala, which represents the feeling that you have arrived at your destiny. You are connected to your truth, your legacy, your tribe. The Otala rune also refers to the legacy that has passed down from your parents and your family, the old patterns and beliefs that left a mark on your initial personality development and on your view at the world, and the traditions that were passed down from generation to generation. But you are no longer bound by the negative family patterns because you have transcended them and you have created your own legacy that is true for you. Otala brings in the energy of the thunderbird, which is an energy of transformation, of purification, renewal and enlightenment, which is what the shapeshifter card is talking about. Your gift is that you are a natural-born, strongly intuitive leader who continues to look for new wisdom and enlightenment. You have the power and confidence and the sense of justice to help and guide others as a light in the darkness. You are able to break through the barriers and transcend the limitations that those before you could not. You are a force for good, a thunderbird in your own right. Now let's move on to the tarot cards that will tell more of a story regarding your gifts. The first card is the Three of Pentacles. When it comes to the Pentacle suit, we are always looking at tangible 3D situations and results. The Three of Pentacles is a card of building something in your earthly reality, with commitment and with dedication. And this requires skill, and it asks of you to do research or to educate yourself to sharpen and master your skills. This card also suggests collaborations with others, whether these people are your equals in skill or your mentors or your apprentices. In this particular card, we see a man standing on an elevated rock, a sort of stage, and he is handed a lyre. The lyre is a symbol of Apollo and represents harmonious order. All the strings need to be in place and in tune to produce a beautiful melody. There is something interesting about the energy of Apollo, which is that he helped humans to release and purify their guilt in order to heal, become healthy, and to consider themselves as whole and in harmonious union with the cosmos. What this means with regard to your gifts is that you can rise to become a significant leader and inspirer in your community because you have gone through this process yourself. Apollo and his lyre also symbolize creativity, so there are many ways in which you can do this. Maybe you are a teacher, a speaker, a writer, or an artist, and you touch people's hearts through your work. At the same time, you are also open to the works of others, their wisdom, their inspiration and insights. This receptivity is also a gift. The depiction of the heron catching a fish, depicted on this card, also supports this energy. I once saw a card with a blue heron on it that said, "Once you love your whole self and find your inner peace, you are able to bring peace to others. And this is one of your biggest gifts." The heron shows that you are able to cultivate a place for yourself where you feel secure and steady. You are your own home, so to speak. Your energy field is your protection and your safe haven at the same time. Just like the heron, you possess a centered stance and a focused gaze in order to catch your fish, which represents your success, your abundance, and your prosperity. Just like the heron, you are not afraid to stand alone and patiently wait for your chances in life. And just like the heron, you are not rushed nor disturbed by your surroundings anymore. When we look at the second card, we see the Ace of Pentacles, a beautiful card that represents the seed of success, prosperity, and abundance. In this card, the pentacle is depicted like a sun high up in the sky. I feel like you are this sun, radiating in the world. You are now confident and powerful, and the world awaits the results of your gifts. You have risen above mundane living, and your gifts of enlightenment and higher understanding are a cause for celebration, as depicted by the yellow flower garland. These yellow flowers reflect your radiating spirit, which brings positivity, life-affirming power, and the promise of new beginnings. At the bottom of the card you can see fenced-in sheep. Sheep, being very obedient and docile creatures, are living happily inside the fence, like some people are living their lives. But you are not one of them. You have jumped the fence, so to speak. The fence could not stop you from moving on to discover new lands and new ways of being. Your gift is that you can think outside the box and that you are able to ascend limitations. Even though you might still feel stuck in your current circumstances, your energy is free. Your higher wisdom is flourishing without mental restrictions. And this inner transformation that we spoke about earlier is the instigator for outer change as well. The building depicted on the card is quite large and has multiple stories. Buildings often represent your conscious mind, and I feel that your awareness has expanded over the years and that you have built a legacy of wisdom that will soon translate into tangible manifestations on earth. The Ace of Pentacles to me most of all symbolizes a seed of potential. The angels encourage you to keep planting seeds and to persevere in nurturing and watering them, even though you might not see results just yet. Just keep tending to your garden of potential. And the last card also confirms this. This card is the Eight of Wands, which represents momentum, rapid movement forward, and swift progression. Usually this energy is depicted by 8 long wands flying towards you through the air. But on this card we see a woman creating her own wands. She has been sharpening and cutting them into shape with the knife that lies beside her. She has generated this momentum herself by the journey that she has taken on. And now the universe will step in for her, and ultimately for you of course, to enhance this momentum and movement forward. The previous Pentacle cards show that this progress will birth tangible results because it stems from a grounded and stable foundation that you have been building. Lastly, we arrive at the cards that represent the angels' guidance for you regarding your gifts. These cards are from the Oracle of Roses deck and they are based on various archetypes. The first card is called the Healer, and this immediately reminds me of the Three of Pentacles card that we saw earlier with the man receiving the lyre, which refers to the process of purification and coming into wholeness and balance. The healer card suggests that you are a healer through your own experience and that you have learned to stabilize yourself. The angels advise you to implement a spiritual practice that creates stability on a daily basis, tending to your inner calmness and security. Your gift is that you can also help others do the same through your teachings or just by being a living example. Life consists of many little things and steps, which can easily turn into big things and big steps. It is smart to start small. Implement small steps and habits that increase your well-being. Your patience and devotion will rub off on others. Being able to make a small difference in the life of someone else often has long-lasting positive effects. And as the keen observer and intuitive interpreter that you are, your gift is to notice what is necessary, even on a small scale, before the little ripples turn into big destructive waves. The second card is called the Outsider, and this confirms what we saw in the Ace of Pentacles cards, where you were able to metaphorically jump the fence and find your own way in life. Your ability to break with negative patterns and influences has led you to find your truth and integrity. The angels encourage you to not be afraid to be labeled an outsider, someone who few people truly understand. It is part of your gift to stand out and be different, because this is the only way that fresh new ideas and inspiration can come that will create change for the better. You are meant to set an example for others and show them that they too are able to change their ways and find their true calling in life. The last card further emphasizes this. It is called the Pioneer, and that is exactly what you are. Your uniqueness makes you a brave adventurer, and you are not afraid to go against the grain and employ your own unique talents and skills. The unknown might still conjure up fear from time to time, but the angels assure you that they are with you at all times and that they are guiding you through times of transformation and change. And these times will always be a part of your growth and expansion, as you are a shapeshifter, someone who reinvents himself or herself with every new experience. Wow, this is such a powerful reading for you. You truly possess some amazing gifts. I hope, dear listeners and viewers, that this video has brought you the insights and encouragement that you were looking for at this time. It certainly wasn't a coincidence that you found this video on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here with me, and please don't forget to support the channel by liking, sharing and subscribing if everything that you've heard has resonated with you. I'm sending you lots of love and lights and many blessings, of course. Until next time, namaste.